quite close. It's probably gonna be a little bit different on camera because there is now a fan sitting right. I have a shirt on, just by the way. Okay, I'm just cold. A fan right next to where my tablet used to sit. Yeah, so this might be a little bit different. Anyway, I have gotten a couple of comments that I really kind of want to talk about. There's a request and a question in two of the comments that I can think of off the top of my head, which I'm sorry it's taken me so long to be able to get to everything. I had a scary situation happen with me and Mufasa. I think I'll explain that first, actually. So, let me give you guys a date, hold on. Where's my calendar? Monday, March 24th, 2025. I went to go and take Mufasa on what we call a sniffy walk, which he has the freedom to go wherever he wants, do whatever he wants. He knows to stay out of the poop, and he knows to stay out of, like, for example, a piece of cake on the floor. That was random, but he knows to stay out of that kind of stuff. Other than that, he is allowed to do whatever he wants. So, again, let me back up a little bit. A couple of weeks ago, when I took Mufasa on a sniffy walk, we ended up going, like, there's a street, and then it's like a horseshoe type, like M type thing over here, like on this side, and then there's, like, the road is obviously on the other side. Well, a couple weeks ago, when I went to take Mufasa on a sniffy walk, we went down the road, and almost immediately I noticed that there was what looked like homeless people's stuff there, like quite a bit of stuff too, like a cart. I don't know what cart that cart belonged to, but it was just like a grocery cart and a wheelchair. Took a picture of it, haven't gone down that way since. Now, I thought everything was going to be okay. So, the 24th rolls around, Mufasa's asking to go on a sniffy walk. The way he does that is he brings me my shoes. He knows 2 shoes equal 1 treat. He brought me both shoes. That's him asking to go on a sniffy. So I get my shoes on. I put his chain collar on. I grab a leash, which normally I have it hooked to my thigh bag over here. And I take him on a walk. Originally, I didn't notice this, but I looked back and noticed there was a lady, like, swinging her arms, talking to somebody that honestly was not there. Okay, that's a little bit strange. So I see her coming from down the road. Didn't pay any attention to it because I thought she was just walking around, like, whatever. No. I'm going this way towards the M shape. we're going down this way. We get down to the fence line. I notice this lady is behind me. Mufasa stops, dead in his tracks, turns around, has his face towards my back, and is growling. Mufasa's not trained in protection. Let me say that again. Mufasa is not trained in protection. He's only done this one other time, and that was with my ex. Okay? A little scary. Thanks for grabbing my attention. Thanks for doing that, you know. Grab him by the collar. Try to put him back on track. I'm hyper aware of what's going on now. So I keep looking behind me. Every single place that we went, she was behind me. Mufasa, me, and the lady. She was not far, but she was not close at the same time either. When Mufasa turned around to growl at her, I don't think it fazed her one bit. Now that I'm aware of what's going on, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna keep walking around to see what this lady does. I keep checking behind me, I keep turning around, keep trying to basically tell her, look, I know you're following me. Like, stop it. That's creepy. I don't like that. I'm to the point with this where I'm starting to feel very unsafe. So I get to the closest person, the closest, like, safe person that I can get to, which just happens to be the maintenance man that actually works here. Now, so I get to him and I was like, look, this is gonna sound weird, but I think I'm being followed. In fact, I know I'm being followed at this point because she's literally right behind me. He leans into me and goes, you need to avoid her. The hell? Okay. Take a deep breath, try to get my shit together at this point. I'm like, look, I'm sorry to cut this short, but I feel very unsafe. I'm just gonna run home. And I literally booked it home. Explained everything I just explained to you to hubby, and went on from there. Now, the next day rolls around, and I'm still stuck thinking about this situation that happened the previous day of the lady following me. Now, I've never had, like, I've dealt with it, but not in that kind of way, okay? I'm trying to get my stuff together. I'm desperately trying to put a video out for you guys. I can't seem to get this video right. Mufasa jumps off the bed, comes up to me, and paws at my leg. Shit. That's not a good thing. So, Mufasa pawing at my leg is usually he's seeing visual cues of my anxiety rising. Now, I have a lot of different visual cues for anxiety. Now, originally when Mufasa was taught, he was taught with a boop to the leg, which I wasn't really paying attention to, so we had to go more aggressive. So we decided that a paw to the leg would get my attention, and we just have had it that way ever since. I'm like, okay, so I go to sit down, and he has like a little area beside me that he can either sit and or lay in, and he's still going after my legs. Probably 5 minutes ish after the first alert. Okay, I'm sitting at my desk, I put the camera on, I notice tears rolling down my face. Well, shit, okay. Thinking nothing of it, I sit here for a little while longer, notice that I'm in hysterics, and I can't, my brain gets stuck in loops. Outside scary, outside dangerous. I don't want to go outside. Outside scary, outside dangerous. I don't want to do this. Which, okay, my brain has done that before, but not to that extent. I did not want to open the door. I did not want to go outside. I did not want to do anything. I'm in hysterics. I can't seem to get myself to calm down, so I go to my husband. Now, I'll pat on my husband's legs, or I'll tickle his feet to wake him up. I'm in hysterics. He's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? I was like, I can't stop thinking about this scary situation. He's like, okay, come on. So I get Mufasa up there, and I get myself on there. Now, I'm very much a chest sleeper. I love it. Wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest. So, Mufasa moves into deep pressure therapy, which he lays his head on my lower back and the rest of his body on, like, my butt and my legs. And hubby had his arm sticking out at the time, so I laid on his shoulder. He takes his arm and pushes his arm into the back, into my back. Okay. You know, it's helping. It's not helping as fast as I would like it to, but it is helping. So, at that point, I remember thinking, I'm like, this is the safest I've felt from the anxiety itself. So, I'm still trying to fight with outside scary, outside dangerous. There's a tree, there's a small window by hubby's side of the bed. There's a tree outside of that window. I kept looking at that tree and going, outside scary, outside scary, outside scary. That's all I could think of, and I couldn't get my brain out of that. Now I have the hiccups. Oh, hi. How rude. Anyway, the next couple of days pass. I don't go outside. The maintenance man comes over because we had, previous to that happening, we made lasagna soup, which we gave him some of. He comes to return the pot holder, the fork, and the bowl that we let him have this food in. And he goes, just so you know, that lady that followed your wife around is majorly schizophrenic. Huh? No, thanks. I don't want to be followed around by that. Anyway, I have not gone outside unless I absolutely have to. Now, a couple days ago, well, let me back up a little bit. My mom is like, I think you need to make a doctor's appointment, worsening anxiety, worsening nausea, and the medication update. Now, I'm like, I really don't want to. I really don't want to. My mom originally offers to come back with me, but I thought she meant in like the little waiting room that's there. But I was like, no, if you're gonna come with me, I want you to come into this appointment with me. Now, strange enough, you bring your mom along, they end up on time, and the nurse is a hell of a lot nicer. Strange how that works. Anyway, the doctor's appointment was on Thursday. Now, the pharmacy, Fox Drugs, that I go through actually has a delivery system for Thursdays. So, I go to the doctor's appointment, she puts the prescription in, Fox Drugs calls me. I don't want to pick up the phone, but I know what this is gonna end up like if I don't pick up the damn phone. So I pick it up. Hey, it's Fox Drugs. Today's Thursday. Can you pay for your delivery fee? $2. Okay, fine, whatever. I'm on a new medication for anxiety and depression. Citrulline or Zoloft. This is only day 2 of it, but yesterday I conquered the freaking world with this medication. So far, it's been really good. It doesn't do what the other medications did. The other medications had it to the point where every time I would take the medication, once the medication hit, I was asleep. And not only was I asleep, but I was asleep clear into the next day. It was incredibly hard for me to get any kind of video out to you guys when I was on those medications. She took me off of those medications, put me on Zoloft, which, again, seems to be going really, really well. I like it. She also upped the amount of anti-nausea from 2 times a day to 3 times a day. And I think I might be able to try Qulipta again, which, for those of you who don't know, I have chronic daily headaches, and Qulipta is supposed to help with that. Like, the entire side of my face hurts at the moment. I haven't done anything about it because it's not, like, horrible. It hurts, but it's not, like, horrible. Anyway, there's the scary situation, an update for you guys. Let's get to some comments, okay? Okay. We don't do names on this channel, for those of you who are new, because I noticed quite a few new subscribers. So, hi. First, that was on what would be today's video for you guys. Yes, you are first. Congrats. I love it. I love it. Okay. So, we did kind of a spur of the moment video of a cooking video of how we do things with food allergies, and we show you how we do things differently from what would be like a normal person being able to eat tomatoes, for example. Looks great. Cooking is a labor of love. That is always worth it. Yes, love it. You're a very cute couple. You really care about each other. It's beautiful. I hope you're all good. We are good. Thank you. I love that comment. And then some hearts. And then, somebody got concerned about the water running, like the tap water in the kitchen sink running. Now, we don't really have a choice but to do that. And I say that because there is something in my freaking nail. If we don't run the water, for one, we freeze. We freeze rather easily. Ow. 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 I think I got it. I think I cost myself my nail. We do that for two reasons. One, if we don't keep the water running, it's gonna freeze. Now, this last winter, we forgot to turn the water on and we froze. Thank God the pipes didn't burst. Okay. We also have a heated hose which can work, but not all the time. There was a situation this last winter time where we did freeze, and we froze for so long that we actually had to order water, just to drink. We had to order water to drink. It was not good. It was not a good situation. But yes, we don't do that all the time. Come spring, summertime, we don't actually usually turn it on unless we're using it for whatever reason. Whether it's a shower, to do dishes, to cook meals, stuff like that. But when it's cold and under 30-ish degrees, that's about where we freeze. So when it gets to that cold, that's when we have to run the water. Also, I'm not gonna mention this person's name. Keep your comments nice. You need a whole ass zip code for that forehead. Listen, I know my forehead's big. You don't have to tell me. I know my stomach's big too. I don't care. I'm me. If you don't like me, then don't watch my channel. Okay. This is the video that I wanted you guys to help me name, but you haven't helped me name yet. It could be a pet brush, but it doesn't matter. You have to use anything you can find. A brush that will work on your hair. My hair, because sometimes it's impossible for me to find brushes and combs to strip the hair right out of my head. Subscribe and thumbs up. Yes, you have to find specific hair brushes that work for your hair type. I'm still trying to find that. Okay, so here is one of the questions that I got. This has to do with service dogs. Hello, honey. It's the Burt's Bees lady. I still plan on getting that Burt's Bees stick thing that you told me about in the previous video. I still plan on getting that. I have that on my Walmart cart, actually. My son is epileptic. He has a 10-year-old pit bull, and LOL, he is oh my god, my eyes are going faster than my mouth right now. LOL, he is a sloth. They have 3 children under 4. Nice. Nice. Junebug is fabulous with them. I guess what I am asking is, can this old boy learn to service my son? Or do we start new? Love from Ottawa, Canada. Ideas for your channel is anything that makes you happy. Okay, so you told me quite a bit of information in this comment. First of all, epilepsy. I'm gonna use my dogs as an example. I also have epilepsy. I am also on a medication that is controlling it really well at the moment. I also have a service dog that alerts and responds to epilepsy seizures. Now, some dogs can, and I say this very loosely, some dogs can pick up on epilepsy. I got extremely lucky with Maddie. I only wanted her as a pet. I didn't want her as a service dog. When we got her, I had a service dog previous to her, but I didn't want her as a service dog. When the epilepsy would happen, I think she was picking up more on visual cues rather than like the scent that your body can put off during the episodes. Now, it's not impossible to train a service dog to epilepsy, but I think a lot of it is visual cues over scent. I really hope that makes sense. 10-year-old pit bull. Okay. Typically, service dogs retire at 7 years old. And because he's a sloth, I would not suggest using the dog as a service dog. You might be able to do it in-home service dog, but it's not something, because he's a sloth, it's not something that you would want to take to public. They have to be socialized, and socializing doesn't technically mean, oh, let the dog meet other dogs, because when the dog meets other dogs, yeah, it needs to be friendly. However, you shouldn't have a random dog walking up to your dog. I ended up in a situation with Mufasa where there was a Rottweiler in the same damn aisle where me and Mufasa were, and she was like, oh, can they meet? I'm like, no, thanks, I'm good. I don't let, if I'm feeling okay and I'm feeling good about what is going on, then I'll let you meet him. However, if I'm not feeling very good and I'm having an off day, I'm not gonna let you say hi to him. But 10 years old, no. Sloth, no. I guess what I am asking is, can this old boy learn to service my son? In home, yes. Public access, no. Do we start new? It would be a lot easier, and you would have the dog working for a lot longer if you started new. Now, I don't remember what the breeds are off the top of my head, but in the service dog community, there's something called the Fabulous Four, and you might want to look into that. See about maybe getting him one of the Fabulous Four breeds that are more likely to succeed in service dog training. Like I said, I got lucky with mine. I have an idea of what I'm looking for, and I'll do a different video on that, but I got really lucky with mine. Like, incredibly lucky. So, all in all, to be honest, I would suggest starting new. I know that's probably not what you want to hear right now, but you might be able to get in-home service dog with the older dog, but if you're planning on taking it into public access, there's a lot that has to go into that dog, and a puppy would be the easiest way to be able to achieve that. Also, talk to your doctors. I unfortunately had quite a few doctors bring service dogs up to me, and I never saw myself walking around with a service dog. Look where we're at. Okay. I would love to see a fresh spring look. Soft pastel colors, pinks, purples, maybe some white/colorless glitter. Also, I also love the get ready with me videos. Your product, I think you meant to say recommendations, for affordable beauty products. Thank you so much for your vids. I look forward to them so. You're gonna make me cry. You're gonna make me cry. I look forward to them so much. Take care and get well soon. I'm assuming I'm gonna do a separate, like, work with me style video for this comment. The same person left a comment underneath saying, Tayler, oh my god, it's so good to see your beautiful face. Aw, thank you. I'm wishing you the speediest recovery possible. I'm proud of you to going for the dentist, even though it's not fun at all. You have such anxiety about it. You go, chica. And then a couple days ago, I got, do you live in a camper? Close. I actually live in an RV, a 26-foot RV. As for dental work, there's still quite a bit that needs to be done, but previous to going, this side of my face ended up with a really bad tooth infection in it, and it ended up quite swollen. So I went in to go and get this dental work done. The dentist comes in, looks right at me and goes, oh hell no. Oh hell no. No. No, no, no. He sends me home on pain medication and antibiotics. A couple days later, I go back and I have a tooth. It's not broken. I have a tooth. That one had to have a deep cleaning, a root canal. I don't remember what they called it, but some kind of like cap thing on top of it. But yes, I got that done. And as for the fresh spring look, I do plan on doing a work with me style video to find kind of what we can work with. And then obviously I'm gonna post the videos. I'm gonna do some makeup on this face, this scarred up face. Oh Lord. Okay, I think we will go. Go away. So on the clean with me, I found mold and small get ready with me video. Cool. Cool video. Did you make more diamond paintings? It's so addictive. I have not. Now, as of recently, I lost all things that I've been interested in, and I'm trying to get back to that. I actually ended up packing up everything in here. Like, all of the magnets that I was trying to work on are all in here right now. The Mufasa one still has not been started. I'm trying to get it done. I enjoy watching your videos. Shopping online is a great anxiety saver for me. It's so cool getting to pick up your order from anywhere. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I, there for a while, was really struggling with the anxiety. You guys, you heard all that in the beginning. But yes, shopping Walmart online helped, but I still had to go out and pick up the order, which was still causing a lot of anxiety around that. Anyway, great video. Thanks. I think I already commented back on this comment, but I'll do it again. The reason nothing works on your pup's feet, it yeast, my love. Due to the environment and the allergies. Apoquel is a vet prescription once a month. We pay about $90, one pill a day. There is a vaccine, but it didn't work on our pup. Shar-Pei, he is a Shar-Pei and Pitbull mix. Odin, oh, I love that name. Odin, yes. Did the same, but with scratching as well. I live in Ontario, Canada. We get to about -30 in the winter. Winter is the worst for him. Tons of love. So, I want to try the Apoquel. However, I don't have the $90 for it right now. And everything that we've tried on Maddie didn't work. One said that we should try protective socks. We have. We've tried protective socks. We've tried the tight socks. We've tried the loose socks. We've tried shoes. We've tried bitter apple, however the hell you say that. We've tried a spray yeast medicine. Nothing works for her. I don't currently have the $90 for that right now. I'm gonna try. However, I don't currently have it. So, talking weather in degrees. I love it. I always have to do mental conversion. I think that says conversions. I'm not sure. From Celsius to degrees. Down under we talk in degrees. You are now speaking my language. I love that. I love that. Maybe try Pedialyte instead of Gatorade. It has a lot less sugar, more electrolytes, and zinc. Ooh, that, along with a lot of water, might be great for your pots. Yes, I have Pedialyte in my Walmart cart. I like the Gatorade because it helps. However, I'm not a fan of the sugar. Yeah, okay. So this video is almost 40 minutes long. So I'm going to end it right here. I love you guys, and I hope you guys are having a good day. Bye, guys.